His hobby is collecting rare and unique conifers from across the world. And so he's got one of the largest privately owned conifer gardens anywhere in the country. The fish are looking really good.
Some really nice fish.
It's the biggest fish I've ever had.
That butterfly koi is gorgeous.
The yellow one?
And that's one of my favorite.
No, the white one.
The white one, yeah, that one is gorgeous.
Oh, look at all the frogs.
The frogs everywhere. Build it and they will come.
Greg, I know you're on your own little agenda over there doing whatever you're doing. Yeah, go get them. Frog hunter.
See that frog down there?
Look at that, it looks like a nest in the
rock. It really looks
Stick
cool.
your hand in there. Oh, yeah. So much to learn, Padawan.
It's a great day in Batavia, Illinois. I'm with Brian Helfrich, my lead guy for 23 years in Chicagoland. I'm Greg Wittstock, the Pond Guy. This is my channel, Greg Wittstock, the Pond Guy. And this is about how people
live the aquascape lifestyle. Come follow us.
It's a side yard pond.
It's a side yard pond, so the challenge was getting it visible from inside the house, right?
Oh, yeah.
But when you have these slopes, how can you say no to work with them? And they spend so much time living out on this patio, so it just made a lot of sense to bring this down here. And this is actually their kitchen window right there.
Oh, perfect. Wow, how long ago did this pond go in?
This is 2 years ago now.
Uh-huh.
But look at all the frogs.
The frogs everywhere. Build it and they will come. Well, I gotta tell you, you park the cars, you come down, it really draws you down here. I mean, that's the first thing I noticed. And then the second thing I noticed is, not only do we have the main falls, but we got a little tributary right there too. So talk a little bit about this weathered limestone and moss rock that we like to use.
Well, this is a really cool stone. It comes out of Missouri. What's so much fun is the cragginess of the stone. And I don't know if, like, you see these little notches in it. So we've got like a high point here, then low, low, low. When we see these, often we want to use them for waterfalls. So this stone naturally had it on this side. Over here, so we had this high point and then this little low area here. So we just get that little thing falling through it. We could have easily taken this stone and spun it around the other way and got water coming out, but the back side of the stone is super ugly, so we just left it the way it is. It allows us to do really, really creative stuff with the stone. Greg, I know you're on your own little agenda over there doing whatever you're doing. Yeah, go get them.
They're all cool.
Frog hunter.
See that frog down there?
There's a huge one up here. Look at that, it looks like a nest in the rock.
It really looks
Stick
cool.
your hand in there. Oh, yeah. So much to learn, Padawan.
I got him. There we go. Little green frog. Look at how cool he looks. I like frogs.
You're seeing less and less of these guys too. So
That's
it's
right.
really cool to see, you know, nature coming back one pond at a time.
I guess for me, the favorite thing about this water feature is the thing that challenged you the most is how to design a water feature that takes advantage of the property and this natural slope. It creates this space down here that you would not sit on for hours on end, but you'll sit on it for hours on end now and feed the fish and listen to that waterfalls and watch the birds come down.
100%. It's a great area with the spruce trees. They have unbelievable patio furniture down there.
Yep.
And you know what happened before, Greg, is they have this raised deck up here.
Yes.
And so when they would have company over and they would entertain, everybody would just sit on the deck. There was no reason to come down here. Now there's purpose for this space, and it's so much better than sitting on an average deck.
Yeah.
And so you come down here, and now you really get to see all this. And what else could you do around this concrete
that would
patio
draw people down?
That would draw, or make it enjoyable to sit down.
Yeah, it is definitely enjoyable to sit on. So this is a challenging space because it didn't really have a backyard that can do it. The front yard didn't work, but you used the side yard and it created a real destination place in their yard because of that. And that's the goal with these vlogs, is to inspire people to live the aquascape lifestyle and to use hard to use spaces in their property and make them functional, because this literally changes the functionality of this home.
We've talked about bridges a lot, you know, in these last few days we've been traveling around all over the Chicagoland area, and a bridge should always lead to a destination, right? And it obviously leads to here. But another thing I want to point out with the bridge is it has to have purpose in the pond. And it's not just the purpose of getting to the spot, but why did we need to put a bridge in? Look at how much water we have to have on the other side of the bridge. So originally the design, the thought was to just bring water to in here and then just let it end. But if we didn't have this amount of water over there, it'd be like, well, why put a bridge in?
Sure.
Just do a pathway. Why
Sure.
spend all the extra time? So I always want to have at least 6-7 feet of water on both sides of the bridge, so the bridge has a meaning to be there. Otherwise, it'd just be easier to walk around it.
You know, and for little tips like this, check out the Team Aquascape channel, where the guys are actually out in the field building the water features that you get to see on this channel of people living the lifestyle. If you like what you see, like, comment, and subscribe so more people can understand what living the lifestyle is all about. I love my job. I'm Greg Wittstock, the Pond Guy. This is my channel, Greg Wittstock, the Pond Guy. I'm out here with Brian Helfrich, who is the construction guy for 23 years at Aquascape. And we are at a pond that I know well because the homeowners and I have a little bit of an affiliation back here. This guy is super into his
Landscape. Well, and really not a
conifers, right?
It's his hobby. His hobby is collecting rare and unique conifers from across the world. And so he's got one of the largest privately owned conifer gardens anywhere in the country.
That is so awesome. And of course, we love the greenery, year-round greenery around the water feature. So you're in for a real treat. Check this out. Never trust a man carrying a zucchini. OH!
I-O.
That's right, my boy here. And you brought us some vegetables, huh?
Vegetables.
I didn't even know you had a vegetable garden back here.
Oh, yeah.
I guess I always get stopped at the pond and the conifers. How's it going,
How you
Bob? Good to see you.
Good to see you.
It's looking beautiful as ever.
Yeah, it's looking good this year.
Now, how many years have you been establishing this?
We moved here in 94, probably 97 really started.
So this is 20 years, over 20 years that you have been letting these plants grow and everything else.
Right. Been the last 15 where I really started collecting.
Uh-huh. What do people that come here for the first time, and I know you've hosted the pond tour before, because you just would never expect in Naperville that not just the pond, but just the whole thing exists. What do they say?
It's a surprise, obviously,
Yeah.
you know, especially around here because, you know, most people don't cut their lawn or what have you. But,
Yeah.
No, I think it opens up a lot of ideas that you can have a regular size yard and you can play with it and create something.
Well, this is truly a labor of love for you. I mean, this is your therapy out here, isn't it?
It is.
Yes.
The fish are looking
Fish look
really good.
spectacular. Some really nice fish.
It's the biggest fish I've ever had. And that's only this is the fourth summer.
Is it really?
And
That's
they were
it?
like that from the
Store?
spring deal.
Uh-huh. And you got a catfish down there.
I actually have 4 catfish.
Wow.
3 are black.
That butterfly koi is gorgeous.
The yellow one
And that's
there?
one of my favorite.
Or
No,
the white one?
the white one. Yeah, that one is gorgeous. One of my favorite fish. This guy knows what it's all about. Go Bucks. I love it. All right, you got to see this. We talk so often about the view from inside the house is so important. When you open up this door, you're not going to want to leave this view. 365, I want to be sitting here with a cup of coffee, a drink, just enjoying this view. This is right from the kitchen, looking out at this. This is just spectacular. And then, of course, the piece de resistance. Look at this picture window. Look at the waterfall framed in there. How spectacular is that? Just so nice. That's what it's all about. It's about how a water feature changes a house into a home. Trust me when I say this, every single day when they wake up, they're looking at that and it's like being on vacation at home. Why would everybody not want this in their backyard? I think everybody wants a water feature, they just don't know it yet. This is living the aquascape lifestyle. So Brian, I love coming around the corner and seeing this. This is kind of an older stone that we use, which is this aqua blue stone.
Aqua blue boulders are a rarer stone for us, not that it's hard to get, it's a little trickier to work with. First, it's an extremely dense stone, right? So it's it's very, very heavy, and matching up on the angles on it can be a little tricky sometimes.
The fish, not only the green of the conifers and the lilies, but I mean, it really makes the fish pop.
It makes everything pop. It's a dark, dark stone, so any color against it makes everything pop. And with the conifer garden and the darker stone, it really, really shows off his conifers that much better.
You were saying this has got a lot of unique trees here. And this is not an easy to maintain garden because it's so meticulous with bonsais and everything else, but it truly is a labor of love. I mean, this is therapy. I mean, this is literally like people retire to do this.
Well, nobody does this in their backyard without it being a labor of love, right? This is a very unique collection of different evergreens and conifers and stuff.
And once again, this yard next to a traditional yard with a swing set for the kids, and the other side just lawn. And what I love about this space, Brian, is it's a traditional sized backyard, but it feels so much bigger. When we walked in, Bob's walking with a bunch of vegetables. I didn't even know he had them back here. If you had a vegetable garden in a regular sized backyard, you think everybody would know it, but it's hidden amongst all of the different trees that he's got.
And even this section that's pulling us, you know, so that patio pulled us into here. And now we're walking down this big Pennsylvania fieldstone staircase that we did. A dry stream bed that acts as his overflow. And then of course he's got all the different unique conifers and stuff along the dry stream bed.
Ginkgo trees, and I mean just so many unique things.
I mean, look at this ginkgo tree with these leaves on it. How awesome is that?
So even pond-loving people can appreciate, because these are the decorations on top of the Christmas tree, we like to say about the landscape. So when we have a customer that goes over the top like this to decorate our water features, it makes us that much more proud of what we were able to do, because it makes it really pop. It makes all the difference, is the landscaping. It's the decorations on the Christmas tree. Right here, this guy's got a 15-foot high blue spruce, and he's completely decked it out for Christmas.
Here's another dry stream bed we did, which was a lot of fun. And we even went to the lengths to build it like there was a waterfall that's running right there. So when we build the dry stream bed, we really wanted to make it look like water's supposed to be still running down it.
I just love it. Hey, if you guys like what you see, like, comment, hit the subscribe button, check out the video links below, and follow along as you see unique landscapes with awesome water features in great backyards. This is sure a labor of love. I love my job. What about you?
I love your job.
I love it too.